What's up, guys? Well, it's been a while since I've made a video, so I figured I would show my computer with the 295X2 with the latest Crimson drivers and everything. And I finally settled out on a 4.6 gigahertz overclock with the right amount of volts. Finally dialed everything in. Everything seems stable. I'm even undervolting the GPU actually, because what's the point of overclocking it all the way up to like 1070, 1080 if in some games it just downclock or, throttles and starts going like under a gigahertz. So I mess with that and it seems to work most of the time. But I figured I'd run some Crysis 3 here first. This is pretty much settings I use. Going to the advanced. Okay. Now, I am not very far in this game, actually, nor am I very good at it. Probably going to be really terrible. Well, I'm not even going to try holding this camera up. I would just use screen recording software, but to be perfectly honest, I absolutely hate that Raptor thing that comes with the AMD thing. Not a big fan of it. Alrighty. Now, I'm probably not even going to try to fire at anybody. I am just going to kind of like run around, look around and stuff, so you can see how it runs. Okay, well, I think people saw me. Oh yeah, there's definitely somebody out there. Alright. Screw this, I'm just gonna run all the way through all this stuff. Oh, this guy like right in front of me. It's so difficult to do this while holding shit. Well, that's about what I expected. But anyway, that game runs pretty smooth. It's not a constant 60 all the time, but it's pretty dang close. So anyway, on to the next game. Alright, here's the settings I use for Fallout 4. I would have got rays up higher, but that cripples my frames. Anyway, I'm gonna get that game all started up here and then I'll turn the camera back on. Alright, here we are in the game. Runs pretty dang smooth compared to how it did when it first came out. This game was absolutely almost unplayable for me when it first came out because Crossfire didn't even work properly. And then my card was sitting there fighting, trying to turn it on, and I was getting horrible frames. I was getting like 25 to 35 frames per second with this game on Ultra. And now I have the game pretty much all on Ultra besides God Rays. So I'd say it's pretty good, and it seems to be getting a pretty constant 60 frames. Although I am out in like the wilderness right now. I don't think it stays a constant 60. It probably goes below. Oh no, I'm getting attacked by something. What's attacking me? Yeah. Alright, is that it? Alright. Alright, there's some weird sentry bot over there, so we're gonna kinda not go fight that while I don't really have full control of the mouse. Fuck you. Stupid dog. Get owned. One hit. But yeah, it's a pretty dang nice game. It might not be, it doesn't have the best graphics in the world, but it's still a fun game. But anyway, so that's pretty much just an example of how far out 4.1 runs, so let's move on to the next game. Alright, here's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on the latest version. Here's all the settings I use. So, with that said, let's get into the game. Okay, here is The Witcher 3. This is probably one of my favorite games in a long time. And it runs pretty dang good. Again, I don't think it stays at 60 all of the time, but pretty dang close. Yeah, this game looks absolutely great. Definitely one of the better looking games to come out in a while. But yeah, I really need to like figure out a way to just like screen record. So if anybody has any idea how to actually make that stupid thing that comes with AMD, Gaming Evolved or whatever, I think it's called Raptor or something, I don't remember what it is, but it's not very good. I did not like using it. But I could have just been using it wrong. I've never really tried to screen record or do any screen capture before. So I'm probably just doing something wrong. So if anybody has any advice, just let me know. Because obviously my system is more than capable of streaming or recording while playing the game, you know? Obviously I would be able to do it easier if I had like a Core i7 or something, but I think my Core i5 can't handle it. But anyway, on to the next game. Alright, for the last game I'm going to run, it's going to be GTA 5. It's still a game I have a lot of fun picking up and playing. I'm not going to go online with it though for this because I'll just end up getting killed all the time. But I'm going to go into single player, but here's the settings I use. It's not maxed out by any means, but still looks great. And literally gets 60 frames like almost all of the time. So those are all the settings I use. The advanced graphics, I don't have any of the distance scaling or the shadows distance on. That just kills my frame rates, probably because it makes me go over my RAM limit. But anyway, let's get into story mode. Alright, so here we are in game. Figure I'll just drive around for a minute. Was playing a little golf. Don't know why I like playing golf in this game. I don't really like golf, but playing golf in this game is fun for some odd reason. But yeah, I am controlling the car with the keyboard. I usually use a controller for driving and then switch to keyboard and mouse for shooting, so I'm probably not going to be the best at driving. Classic case in point, I already crashed into somebody. Oh, well, it's GTA, that's what it's for. Oh, he pissed off. Yeah, that's why you don't run at somebody in a car. They can just kind of run you over. Oh, where should I drive to? Let's go down here. Well, we would be dead. Both of us. But yeah, again, I really need to, like, figure out how to just, like, get some reliable, like, screen capturing shit. So it doesn't, like, so I don't have to sit here and, like, hold a camera. Then I could actually, like, play the games instead of just kind of driving around or walking around or whatever. I definitely gotta go do some research. Because I'm sure it's possible. But yeah, runs pretty damn good. So yeah, having this game computer is a pretty good, good example of you don't really need an i7 to play games. I mean, sure, if you got the money for one, why not? There's no reason not to get one if you've got the money for one, but I see so many people going out and getting, like, a Core i7 and then making do with, like, only, like, a, I don't know, like a 970 or something. And you could have just gotten an i5 and gotten, like, a 980 Ti or something like this, or, you know, could have gotten a way better video card. But there are some games where a Core i7 will just straight up outperform this thing. The more CPU, there are some even more CPU intensive games than this. I mean, this is pretty dang CPU intensive at times, though. I mean, this is the game that pushes this processor the farthest. I've seen it get up to like 87, 90% utilization. Luckily, I'm only trying to go for 60 frames. This might bottleneck maybe if I was trying to go for like 140 frames per second or something like that, but why you'd want to do that in a game like this, I don't know. The crazy high hertz is definitely sweet for the first-person shooters, but in a game like this, I just don't see the need for super insane high frames per second. 60 is just great. Especially with the resolution bump, playing at 1440p. I mean, I will upgrade to 4K eventually, but I'm not going to until I can get a single GPU. Because as much as I like my 295X2, there's some games that just don't support Crossfire, and then I'm basically running a 290. And a 290 is not always enough to max games out at 1440p. Sometimes I gotta tone some stuff down, like I had to at first with Fallout 4. When that came out, Crossfire support was all messed up, or I guess wasn't there at all. But now at least it runs, so that's good. Oh, I think I broke my tire. Oh well. It's a good time to end this anyway. I've been playing this for way longer than like any other games just because it's fun to just drive around, but anyway guys, I think that'll do it. I think I've shown that this computer can play some pretty demanding titles. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is the best computer in the world, but for what I've spent on it, she plays games pretty good. But anyway, till the next video, peace out, guys.